what is your name and what do you do?
My name is London, and I am a DJ.
Can you tell us a little bit about like your background? And I know you mentioned that your dad used to DJ as well. Can you kind of tell us a little bit like about your childhood?
Yeah, so I grew up around music. My father was a DJ. He would just go around his DJ, like with his DJ equipment to certain gigs. And I remember going with him, and he had all these crates, and he just played in vinyl. My brother, he's a DJ as well. So I did grow up with a very musical family. I was more into writing. I loved to like write poetry, songwrite. I wanted to be a singer. I started doing music when I was 16, but I was a singer-songwriter. I was actually doing R&B music before I stepped into house music. I was always around DJs, but I never once saw myself being a DJ, like ever. Like it's really crazy to me that I'm even a DJ because I just never seen people DJing, like my friends and my dad, and I was never like, oh my God, that looks so cool, that's amazing, I want to do that. But the moment I started DJing last year and I like took the time to like get into the art of it, I loved it. It was definitely something life-changing for me and spiritual. I started DJing when I was going to give up all the music. So I was like, this has been very stagnant. I've been doing R&B for 12 years. I felt like it wasn't going anywhere. I was going through a bunch of things in life. I was having a tower moment where everything just felt like it was going to shit. And I was like, okay, I'm done. Like, I'm done with music. I need to figure out what I want to do with my life. And then my dad bought a DJ system, and it was during COVID, the end of COVID, and I was at home bored, and I was like, well, let me see what's up. I had a friend, Alex Elena. She gave me a computer full of music, and she was like, figure it out. And I went and I figured it out, and I loved it, and I fell in love. I tried to DJ top 40. I was pretty good at it, but I needed more practice. I started doing house music, and my dad heard me, and he was like, that's your niche. Stick to that. You're good. You're great. Just stick to that. Start perfecting your craft. I was like, okay. So I started doing that. Like 3 months in, I just started posting videos on Instagram of me learning, and I was already connected in the industry and had people in the house game and the house scene, and they're like, hey, like I see that you're DJing now, like come DJ for me. I was so scared because I was like, I don't really know what I'm doing, but yeah, I'm down, let's do it. And I just learned from there. I just said, okay, let's go, and figured if I messed up, I messed up. Like, gotta keep going. And it's been going great, like amazing. It's been about a year exactly.
So when you were younger and you would go out with your dad to like the gigs or whatever he would do, did you ever like touch the DJ set or like?
Not once. I remember I was 16 and my dad and my brother were like, you should DJ. Like, you're a pretty girl, you're great. Like, my brother was like, you don't understand, you'll pop off. And I was like, nah, it's okay, it looks hard. And my dad was like, let me just teach you. And I was like, all right. So they were teaching me on vinyl. Mm-hmm. I got so frustrated, and I was like, I'm never doing this again. And I never touched the DJ system again because I was just so frustrated at how hard it was, and I was so disinterested. And I was like, I'm just going to focus on singing and writing, and that's it. And I didn't touch the DJ system until last year.
Isn't that crazy how it's like a full circle? Like you were around it your whole life, and then like you didn't want nothing to do with it, and all of a sudden now you're like, it's like
it was meant for me, and
exactly.
I was like running from it, and I didn't even know I was running from it. It was a full circle. I literally had a full circle moment last week. Like, the universe just hit me, and I was like, wow, like, this is crazy. Yeah. I can't believe this is me. Like, DJing to me is very special, and I hold it in my heart very deeply. Like I said, it's very spiritual to me because it gave me an opportunity to reinvent myself. Mm-hmm. I felt like I was in an era in my life where I was losing myself, and a part of me died, Like that version of me died completely. And when I started DJing and just how everything started coming with it, it helped me reinvent myself. And I love the version it's made me. Like DJing has done that for me, and it's amazing. And I'm just gonna keep going.
And how does your dad feel about it?
He's so proud.
Yeah.
He's so proud. I know he looks at me and he's like, it's unbelievable to him too. Because like I'm telling you, we had that moment where I was like, forget it, I'm done, I'm not doing this again, you guys are crazy. But yeah, I did ask him to teach me vinyl, so right now he's trying to teach me vinyl, because I want to perfect the craft as well. So. My freaking feet hurt so bad. Tried DJing in heels for 5 hours. It's insane. This is the first night, so this is an experiment. It's my new residency. Hopefully, we are able to keep going forward. But I think that's a great turnout. We'll see.
What is that place called?
Prohibition DTLA. So it's in downtown Los Angeles. Prohibition.
Is your second residency?
This is my second residency. So I used to play at Toca Madera in Beverly Hills, and now they have a new venue called Casa Madera. That's in West Hollywood. So they moved me from Toca to Casa. It's amazing. I love it. I play Afro House, minimal, organic. It's more like a Greece, Middle Eastern, Turkish kind of vibe. And Tulum, like Ibiza. I love it.
What did you feel about it?
What did I feel about tonight? I feel like tonight was good. Like I said, it's the first night. I'm not usually used to Latin tech house, but I can play anything.
Baby, don't dance no more. They just stand there like this. They cross their arms and stare it down and drink and moan and diss. Baby, don't dance no more. No more. No, baby, don't dance no more. No more. No, baby, don't dance no more. No more. No, baby, don't dance no more.
Cool. So, you said that your genre is house music, right?
Yes, house music.
Do you play any other?
I am transitioning into open format, so giving that another chance might open up more opportunities, As an artist, I love all genres, so I'm not opposed of it.
And what is open format for people who doesn't know?
It would be like top 40, R&B, hip-hop,
Okay.
reggaeton, etc. Yeah,
Okay.
not just solely house music.
Okay. And how do you prepare for a set? Can you walk us through that?
Yeah, I put together a playlist, so I just go through a bunch of music, figure out what I want to play, deep house, tech house, Afro house, minimal. I'll pick a genre, and then I'll just go through my playlist, figure out what type of music I want to play, what goes good together, just put together a crate, and then I go out and I go to my set, and then I just go with the vibes. I'm like, okay. I used to put together a set, like this song, hot cues, this one,
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm getting a little busier and a little bit more comfortable with the decks, where I'm just going to vibe. And it's been going great for me, honestly, so.
So you would say for you it works to kind of almost freestyle it, right?
Yeah, mostly
crowd.
freestyle for the crowd. And I think DJing too is all about the crowd.
Mm-hmm.
You want to make everybody in the room happy, My goal is to get the girls dancing. Like, if the girls are dancing, then the men are happy. Like, what did men go to a club for?
Exactly.
The women, So you want to get them dancing. I'm a female. I know what I would like,
Mm-hmm.
And I just kind of fill out the crowd, so.
That brings me to my next question. I would say it's kind of like a male-dominated field, right?
It is a very male-dominated field. Mm-hmm.
How do you, I guess, how do you navigate through that? Have you ever experienced like unfairness or, you know, things like that?
Fortunately, I have not yet.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still very early on in my journey, but I have not experienced that in the house industry, not yet. In the R&B industry, I did experience that a lot. You know, it was way harder. Had to protect myself way more, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I learned a lot in that industry, but in the house industry, everybody's just been so welcoming. You know, if anything, they've been helping me so much.
What do you have to deal with as far as like how you said, like your experience, like?
You know, like getting in the studio, making a whole track, and all of a sudden they don't want to give you the track because you don't want to hook up with them. You know, like there's like so many times I had music and I made so many tracks, and it was just, in the end, it was like, oh, okay, now I see. Definitely not. Like, you know, so there's some music I didn't get. Or if it wasn't even like that, it was just like they agreed on a certain price, and all of a sudden they want to up the price on me because they think I'm vulnerable and they can do that to me, you know? So just like little things like that.
I remember us talking about how you said that you actually have grown your social media way more than when you were a singer, right?
I did grow my social media way more from when I was a singer to a DJ. I'm constantly, I think my content got better as well. I got more creative with it. You know, I started getting fun. Also, I think I'm a little bit more experienced, so like I know how to go out there and talk to my people. Like I don't just go DJ and then okay, I'm done. Like I like to go out in the crowds and meet new people and say hi, and you know, that helps as well grow my content.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, it's just like
After that gig that you did the other day, when we followed you, when you did what was it?
Oh, Prohibition DTLA.
Yeah.
Yes.
We seen that you right after went to another club to network. Is that something that's kind of like a day in the life of a DJ? Like
That definitely is something in the day of the life of a DJ. Just, you know,
Okay.
going out, networking with the right people, but good vibes, you know. I do go out and network with people, but if I'm getting a bad vibe, I'm out of there. I'm done. You know, but good vibes, definitely my norm. I'm always out DJing and networking, and I think that's my whole life right now.
So that's something that a DJ has to do, you think, in the industry to like?
Definitely.
Yeah.
I definitely think so. Actually, I'm booked tonight for DJ Acre's after party, and I actually got that gig that night we went to go network.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So that's amazing.
Yeah, so if you wouldn't have gone there, you wouldn't have been DJing tonight, correct?
Exactly.
Cool. Can you walk us through tonight? I know,
Yeah.
I guess kind of like what do you see happening tonight as far as, you know, your set?
I think it's going to go amazing. I know they're going to do a live recording, so that's going to be good, you know, so I get my set recorded. I'm opening up, so I am going to have to set the vibe for the night. So that's going to be my job. Hopefully I open up proper. After that, I'm going to do a back-to-back with my friend Javi. And then from there, we'll see what happens, you know. I might stay for a bit. So it's an after party. It's from 12 a.m. to 5 a.m. I don't know if I'm going to last the whole night. But we'll see. So we're definitely going to have fun. I'll walk you guys through it. Let's see if I see myself DJing my whole life. I'm not sure, but I know my main goal is more business side in regards of, okay, like what am I going to do after music? I want to open venues, you know, nightclubs, Montreal vibes, you know, a few in like LA, Canada. We'll see, but that's my goal. I want to have venues for sure.
Is there anything that you would like to say to the people watching?
What would I like to say? I'm like so spiritual and I'm always like the deepest, and then when I get put on the spot I have nothing to say. I would say when you feel like your world is ending, trust in God, trust in the universe, trust in yourself. Your world's not ending, it's just the end of an era. Go with the feeling, have faith, and let yourself be reinvented. Reinvent yourself. It's beautiful. You're constantly changing and evolving, and you just don't know where it's going to take you. And if you just trust in the universe, it can be beautiful, and it's going to be something amazing, something you didn't even like imagine. Are you guys ready? You guys want to go follow me? Let's go vibe out.
Let's go.
All right, let's go.
The world is yours. The world is yours.
Alright, we did it. It was amazing. It was great. I'm excited. It went just how I wanted it to go. Set the vibes, and we're out. This is DJ Lundy. Follow me. I have things coming. I'll start producing soon. I'm starting to put my vocals on tracks and bigger shows. Thank you for coming on my journey with me. I'm excited, and I hope you are too.